It's time for Weekly Weird News.
Well, boys and girls, close up those science textbooks and throw away your nerd glasses, because science has officially gone too far. No longer allowed to study things like climate change, scientists have shifted their focus to the dark arts, creating human-pig hybrids.
Man-bear-pig?
No bears yet, but we're close. While simultaneously refusing to create human-turtle hybrids that can defeat those human-pig hybrids once they inevitably turn to crime.
I don't know, Mitch McConnell's pretty close.
Yeah, you seen this Mr. McConnell guy?
Hey, he looks like a pig. He looks like a...
Anyway, no. Part of that's true.
Yeah.
Seriously, scientists are mixing human-pig DNA, though. That's actually kind of pretty awesome, though. It's a brilliant thing if you just stop thinking about how weird and gross it is.
Yeah. Can't stop. Still gross. First off, the end result of this kind of genetic sorcery is not a humanoid body with a pig's head, a la Bebop from Ninja Turtles. Or at least not yet, anyway. Researchers at the Salk Institute of Biology down in San Diego have merely managed to create pig embryos that contain a small amount of human cells. Let them go to term! There's gonna have to be new laws about this.
Yeah.
Can't kill that pig, baby.
You can't.
Yeah.
The real ethical question is, you let that pig live its terrible half-human life.
Yeah. Well, as for why all of this, we told you recently about how there simply aren't enough organ donors to keep up with demand for organ transplants, and that's gonna, get a whole lot worse when self-driving cars become the norm and drastically cut down on automobile deaths, which of course is the main source of donor organs. Well, one solution to this problem is to figure out a way to 3D print organs from scratch, but another solution is to grow human organs within the bodies of animals. Harvest them.
Ugh. So that's the goal here.
Yeah.
Using a new gene editing tool called CRISPR-Cas9.
Bacon.
It's a lot easier to manipulate the DNA of any plant or animal. And yeah, that's cool. We could have
Human bacon.
Human bacon.
Yeah, there you go.
Without, feeling bad about eating,
Animals.
eating a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, this obviously, gene editing and all that, it presents a lot of weird ethical questions about when and how much of this kind of tool should be allowed to be used. But it also opens the door for some truly amazing breakthroughs, like having barns full of pigs, keeping fresh new human livers nice and warm while we're out here drinking ourselves half to death. Thanks, pigs.
Yeah.
That's still quite a ways off, though, so, drink in moderation, please.
Yeah, please.
In this instance, they were able to show that this is possible, though, but, not with a very high success rate.
Mm-hmm. Researchers have been able to go further with the concept by mixing the DNA of rats and mice, though. The Salk researchers who mixed the human and pig DNA also successfully injected rat stem cells into mouse embryos that developed into healthy animals with hybrid mouse-rat organs, including rat cells developing into gallbladders, which rats don't even have. So there you go. Another group of researchers at Stanford also recently grew a mouse pancreas inside of a rat's body. No word on the rat's ass, because they don't give them. They were able to successfully take that organ out of the rat, transplant it into a mouse with diabetes, and restore the mouse's insulin production, curing it of diabetes.
Yeah. That mouse no longer has the sugar foot. I don't know how you give a mouse diabetes. Just force feed it a bunch of fucking barbecue.
They probably inject it.
No vegetables for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Obviously, rats and mice are more closely related than humans and pigs.
I don't know about that, Elliot.
So getting our replacement organs from pigs is going to take a lot more time and research.
Mm-hmm.
And currently, the U.S. government has a ban on funding anything related to researching human-animal hybrids. Thinking ahead. So all of the funding is going to have to come from private sources for now, though the National Institute of Health has apparently recently been considering revoking the ban. We just hope that they tread lightly here, because obviously this is already starting to sound like the beginning of a horror movie where, we're trying to cure human diseases, but oops, we accidentally created a race of pig humans who escape from their cages. They go to war with the human race. Then Woody Harrelson's out there killing them and,
cooking them up. They're delicious.
Yeah, and the Statue of Liberty's falling down, and you're like, shit, you destroyed it.
You damn dirty pigs.
You damn dirty pigs.
Yeah.
It's all happening.
Well, exciting times to live in, I guess. But speaking of animals, recently a photo showed up on Reddit with the title, "My captain friend sent me this photo. Saudi prince bought ticket for his 80 hawks." And never mind the fact that those are clearly falcons, not hawks. Bro. Yes, that definitely appears to be the cabin of a commercial flight that's filled with giant predatory birds just chilling like normal passengers amongst a bunch of dudes wearing keffiyehs. So what the hell is actually going on here?
Well, we can tell you from our own experience visiting the United Arab Emirates a few years back that Arabs fucking love falcons for some reason.
They sure do.
They were showing off that it was cool.
They have these cute little goggles they wear so they don't see you and peck your eyes out.
Yeah, they brought us to that dinner and they're like,
do you want to pet it?
Here's the hummus, here's the camel,
Here's the falcon.
and here's our falcon. Check it out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of their favorite hobbies, right alongside making their sports cars drive on 2 wheels and building ludicrously tall skyscrapers in the middle of the desert. This is a lot of goddamn falcons here, though, but apparently rich Arabs traveling with falcons is so common that the major airlines in the Middle East have official policies for it. On the baggage section of Etihad Airways' website, sure enough, right there, that's a section specifically about falcons. We accept the carriage of falcons in the main aircraft cabin, provided that all the necessary documents have been obtained. We also accept falcons as checked baggage.
Cool. I don't want to carry my bags. I'll get my falcon to do it, as long as you can put them down there under the plane.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe this is why the ban happened. They're bringing falcons?
We don't know where these falcons are coming from.
They could be evil falcons. You let 200 good falcons in,
Yeah.
there might be one bad one.
All it takes is one bad falcon.
Yeah.
He's been radicalized.
Yeah,
You train a falcon to hunt. What else can you train these falcons to do?
exactly. Anyways, but by the way, the UAE was not one of the banned
Not one of the
places.
bans.
No. In the UAE, falcons even have their own passports, which they might as well, considering that these things can cost $250,000 a piece to buy and train. In the case of this photo, the falcons are most likely traveling to a falconry competition where they will be used in hunting. Basically, when you've got more oil money than you know what to do with, eventually your list of hobbies includes expensive shit like this that most people aren't even aware of. And while it's cool to own 80 falcons that cost you around $20 million, what's even cooler is taking your bird investment on vacation with you around the world. Because what's the point of owning 80 falcons if you aren't letting everyone know about it?
Yeah.
You know what? They had like the World Drone Racing Championships last year there. They should just add falcons to the mix.
Yeah. Drones
should
versus
be-
falcons.
Yeah, drones versus falcons. It's the ultimate race.
Yeah.
I'd
watch the shit out of that.
It'd be like a mixture of battle bots and IndyCar racing.
Yeah.
They already have one of the biggest Formula One races there. Add falcons to that too.
And you know what? While we're at it, let's put some human DNA in those falcons.
Oh yeah, give them big, strong arms.
Yeah.
Birds with arms is a fun Photoshop thing to look up.
It is. But for the average man looking to blow a load of cash on something that he doesn't actually need, here's a new product for you to splurge on. For just $49.95, you can now pre-order Yo, a peripheral for your cell phone that lets you test your sperm count.
No, I swear, I'm doing it for science.
Now, you're too embarrassed to go for an actual doctor's appointment to look at your jizz under a microscope and tell you how fertile or infertile you are. And with your Obamacare being taken away, you also can't afford it anymore. So with Yo, you just jack off into a cup, you add some liquid into that shot glass, you wait a few minutes, then you move that cum cocktail onto a microscope slide.
That's where the Yo device comes in. It's basically a microscope lens and backlight that slides on over your phone's camera there. And when you insert your jism slide into the phone thing and open up the Yo app, you've got an up-close and personal look at your swimmers in action. And they're a lot cooler than Lion Ryan Lochte. Although they are the same consistency.
Yeah.
It's like just viscous and nasty. It records video of the whole thing for you to rewatch at any time or share with your soon-to-be former friends and loved ones. And it calculates just how much sperm you're working with. What you do with this information, that's up to you. You own it now. But if you do find that your count is lower than you'd like, you can apparently eat certain foods and increase your sperm count. Or we've all learned from King of the Hill that you could wear shorts to work and sit in front of an oscillating fan.
Yeah.
Just cool those balls off.
Mm-hmm.
Stop going in the hot tub so much and balancing your fucking laptop all over your balls.
Yeah. Wear a kilt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my sperm count's got to be really low because I played Warcraft on a laptop for like 4 years.
Oh, yeah. You're infertile.
Whoops. According to increasespermvolume.com,
A real website.
you can increase your sperm count by eating foods that include things like dark chocolate, oysters, eggs, bananas, spinach, asparagus, garlic, carrots, walnuts, and many, many more. Or just wait until we engineer pigs to carry our sperm for us.
Yeah.
Then
just get
fucking
a pig with everyone's balls attached to it, just covered in various scrotal
Yeah.
sacs.
David Cameron would love it.
Yeah.
How was I supposed to know it was a pig? They're like pigs and humans are the same thing
Their
these
skin
days.
is exactly like us. I mean,
Sir, either way, the head of that animal was dead.
in the dark, who can tell?
Woo!
I do love that oysters actually increase your sperm count, though, because that was like They believed that for a long time. They're like, oh yeah, oysters.
Because it
great with
It
oysters.
literally resembles a fucking load inside of a little clam.
Yeah, and it tastes like what I assume jizz tastes like. I wouldn't know though, because I'm not gay.
But it's fine if you are.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Oh.
Moving on though, last week we showed you Professor Einstein, a terrifying tiny old man robot from Hanson Robotics that they created a Kickstarter for. And now we've got to update that story by telling you that for some reason, enough people actually wanted this goddamn horror show that it's actually managed to surpass its funding goal thanks to over $100,000 from over 300 backers.
This is all your fault.
Good for you, Hanson Robotics. You've really defied all of our expectations. You have proven that the Uncanny Valley is just a matter of personal taste. It's not that Hanson.
They made beer, though. It's
Did
called
they?
Hops.
Is it good?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
I'd try it. Anyway, this week in Scary Robot Assistant News, meet Elvia, the disembodied head that a YouTube user named Steve Studnicki decided would be the ideal perfect face for his Amazon Echo speaker.
He has sex with this, huh?
Not on video.
And it counts as sperm afterwards. Chances are you would have impregnated me.
Yeah, if they want a real sperm counting app, it needs to be
You
a
have to fuck it.
disembodied head that sucks your dick.
But it has to be a pig head for David
And
Cameron.
then it's like, you are doing really well with the sperm. Maybe you don't eat so many oysters.
Anyways, that guy has apparently been working on Elvia, whatever, for the past year. Originally giving her a nice full head of hair, but eventually deciding on a more butch look with just a pink ball cap. That way you can still identify that it's a woman, too. And no, that's just not us being mean or transphobic. Elvia's face is literally just a repurposed robot face that was originally from a ridiculous early 2000s product called the Wowee Alive Elvis. It's a $1,500 disembodied Elvis Presley head and shoulders that would sing Elvis songs and read Elvis quotes for people who just really needed that in their lives.
I just love Elvis so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a robot version of Elvis's head
Yeah.
just to have around.
Take me to the river. Put me in the water. The Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Yeah. There was a time when that kind of shit
Yeah.
was like all the rage.
It was.
People wanted shitty robots in their house to do one
Weird
thing.
Yeah, and one thing poorly for the most part. Anyways, because the Amazon Echo speaker uses a woman's voice, obviously some changes had to be made, and that's why he turned Elvis into Elvia.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nothing weird about that.
As with any time that we talk about creepy, off-putting robots like this, what this guy has managed to do is impressive. He gets credit. He's put a lot of work into building and programming this thing himself using servo motors bought on the internet. Still though, Elvia is terrifying and doesn't actually do anything useful that a normal Amazon Echo speaker on its own can't already do without scaring us to
Except give consent.
death. Does the Amazon Echo give consent?
I don't know. We should try it.
Yeah. As the Professor Einstein robot has already proven, though, this sort of thing is actually something that people actually want in their homes for some reason. So maybe we're the weirdos, and we're just gonna have to get used to this kind of thing.
History repeats itself, and now the Big Mouth Billy Bass is coming back.
Yeah. Now Big Mouth Billy Bass can tell you
The weather.
the weather. Yeah.
Yeah. Take me to the river, because it's very nice
The first
outside today.
connected Big Mouth
It's
Billy Bass.
72 degrees and partly cloudy. It's a nice day to go fishing. Also, the fishing report looks good. And your sperm count is high. But before we get into headlines today, we have just a quick word from this week's sponsor, and that's Blue Apron, who we're very happy to be having them on to support this show with this paid promotion. Blue Apron ships you a weekly box filled with all the fresh, locally sourced ingredients you'll need to make 3 truly delicious meals at home. We use it, and it's made both of us go from knowing nothing about cooking to actually really enjoying the process.
I love it. Just cutting things.
Soothing.
Now, some of the Blue Apron meals available include cashew chicken stir fry with tango mandarins and jasmine rice, udon noodle soup with miso and soft-boiled eggs, roasted pork with apple, walnut, and farro salad, and crispy barramundi with quinoa and roasted carrot salad. Blue Apron's recipes are always super eclectic, and they'll have you cooking stuff that you never knew you could or never even knew existed. And there's so much variety there that you'll never get the same recipe twice in an entire year.
For you, our viewers, Blue Apron is offering your first 3 meals for free with free shipping. If you go to blueapron.com/weekly, WEEKLY, head over there, check out this week's menu. You're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. Again, that is blueapron.com/weekly. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Let's get into the headlines.
Yeah, so these are the best headlines we read around the internet, starting with a huge mouth and no anus. This could be our earliest known ancestor.
Oh, good.
You know?
Can it read me the news?
No. Kind of like the size of like a jizz.
A jizz? Just one.
A single jizz.
Yeah.
But yeah, evolution is kind of depressing because we evolved from ugly
If
animals.
it were real.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, this kind of just disproves evolution, actually.
Yeah, because God
I
is
ain't
just
no
playing
monkey.
around. It took God a little while to perfect it, you know?
Yeah, guy was up in the lab,
Up in
mixing
the
the
lab.
DNA. We all know mixing DNA is hard.
Yeah.
Scientists are still trying to figure it out.
One time
And
he
the Earth's
accidentally...
over 6,000 years old.
One
They still haven't
time,
gotten it right.
God accidentally jizzed into the wrong cup, and here we are.
Wow.
This God fucks. Drunken man drives onto set where DUI promo is being filmed.
It's a prank, bro.
No, I swear I'm here from. I'm the actor.
I saw the Craigslist thing. It said you needed drunk drivers for your drunken driver.
So here I am. 5 minutes later, here I am. Oh man, I drove through a set the other day on the way to work, near the gym on the other side of town, and it was an old like shopping mall area, an outdoor one, and like a strip mall, and it was all torn up with like windows smashed, and it had like boards over the windows and stuff like that.
Riot.
But they weren't filming at the time,
Oh.
and there was just like one security guard sitting on a chair near it, and I drove
fuck
through it, and
happened
on the thing. So look out for this whenever it ends up in a movie or something. On the boards that were covering windows, it said "Blacks Get Out," and I was like,
What?
I did like a triple take. Like, wait, what the fuck is that?
They gotta like cover
And
that
that's-
shit up when they're not filming.
And that's when I realized that like in the parking lot away from it were the big film trucks, and there was a dude just like a security guard just smoking a cigarette like a couple doors down. I was like, oh my god. Okay, cool.
Yeah, maybe don't just like put that out in the public.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Well,
But, yeah,
I'll
no.
keep my eye out for that.
Apparently, you can just drive onto sets.
Yeah, no, it's easy.
You fell asleep in your car on a movie set.
I did. I was working on the movie set as an extra, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up, and everyone was gone. And I was on the Warner lot alone in the middle of their fake New York City. It was pretty creepy. I was like, oh, this is what it'd be like to be in New York
What if
City
you got
alone.
What if you got mugged in fake New York City?
It would be strange. Stranger than it already was.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Australia Zoo urges people to catch deadly spiders as the antidote runs low.
That's a good suggestion.
Run low on this antidote. You do the work. You go catch these deadly spiders.
Yeah, and if it bites you, then we have even more people to test new antidotes on.
Yeah.
So take that.
Last week we were like, oh, apparently spiders don't kill people in Australia. Then why do you need the antidote?
Yeah.
Huh? What are you hiding, Australia?
And what's the antidote for killer horses?
Yeah.
More meth?
And why do you keep sending us illegal immigrants?
Quote unquote illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We're probably sending spiders along with those illegal
You
immigrants.
send over a bunch of Australian immigrants or the refugees they're holding there.
Yeah.
Who knows how many horses and spiders they could be
Yeah,
hiding.
there could be a horse in there. We're gonna need to overhaul this entire process to see.
Excuse me, sir. Your documents look fine, but why the long face?
Oh. Doctors saved Canadian woman's life by removing her lungs for 6 days.
Cool.
See?
Did they replace it with pig
Feeling a
hearts?
bit blue?
Yeah.
No, they just
She was unconscious, I'm sure.
No, she was like
Why was she breathing? Iron lung?
Yeah, they'd never done something like this before, like where she was just like for a week just hooked up to this thing while they looked for a donation, probably from a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, well, you're about to die. We need to remove your lungs now, but we don't have a new set of lungs, so just like chill.
Yeah.
We're gonna send air through there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Here, the Price is Right is on.
Yeah. Just sat there, just with a fucking empty cavity in her chest.
Do you think
no
she
lungs.
complained about the hospital food?
Probably.
Unfiltered Flint water is safe. Just don't drink it, says state attorney.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want any more. We wouldn't want to get sued anymore.
I didn't realize this was still happening.
Yeah,
but
no,
it
it still
is. Yeah, the whole like, so this was like this. The attorney for the state, because the state of Michigan is being sued
Yeah.
for the whole clusterfuck of an entire town having water that's full of like lead and copper and shit.
Oh yeah.
And so like the person defending the state is like, well, actually, according to recent tests, it's no longer in dangerous levels according to this one thing. So it's technically safe to drink, though we would urge you don't drink it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so should I drink it?
Every week you go to the local Flint water boil,
Yeah.
where they boil some water and let you drink it finally.
Well, watering or boiling it won't do anything about the lead content.
Oh, okay. Well.
You just got to stack like 10 Brita filters on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Do that party trick where the water's super clean.
Or just move all those anemic people up to Flint.
Yeah. Or go back to like the whole like Middle Ages thing.
That would be the best thing, since it's like an anti-science like government now, to be like, well, they got too much. It's iron deficiency. But still,
I mean,
my
it's metal
point,
is metal.
my point remains.
Iron,
Move
copper,
all the
lead, who
anemics
gives
up
a
there.
shit?
Yeah.
Just go back to just drinking beer like we did in the Middle Ages when the
Yeah.
water was all garbage.
Yeah.
Like, everyone turned out fine.
I wouldn't say that. the average life expectancy was like 30 years old.
Yeah, but they didn't get poisoned by their water.
You don't even know that.
I mean, they had a fun time, yeah.
Yeah, swashbuckling and, robbing from the rich, giving to the poor, poisoning people,
The plague,
and et tu brute.
The old
and
stocks. You gotta bring back the stocks.
You gotta bring back the stocks. Public shaming. Hit him with cabbage. Nebraska flag flew upside down at Capitol for 10 days, and nobody noticed, says senator who wants design change.
It really is it's a shitty flag.
Well, that's what's like the same thing's gonna happen that happened with fucking New Zealand when they tried to change their flag. It's all gonna turn into some shit show. It's gonna end up with Harambe and Harambe pouring a bunch of salt on something, and and like Pepe on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't let the public make decisions
No.
on anything.
Democracy was.
Democracy
a
is
mistake.
broken. It's been proven false. Yeah, their flag sucks. And
Yeah.
according to some fucking actual like organization that studies flags, they're like, it's actually the fifth worst flag in the United States. So they got top men on
Defund
it.
that company.
They got top men.
Defund
looking at
them.
These flags.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? I study U.S. flags.
To see how flawed they
I
are.
rank them.
Using a system that I came up with.
We've got a task force assigned to this flag.
Top men. Top men. They're working in shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Police say Burger King workers sold marijuana to customers who ordered extra crispy fries at New Hampshire drive-thru.
It's a code word.
Yeah, they would like ask if Mr. Dweezil was there. There's
Dweezil.
some, like code words like, is Dweezil working? Wasn't Dweezil. But
No, definitely someone named Dweezil was putting fucking
But-
weed into a Burger King meal.
What I love about this is all of the unnecessary risk that
Yeah.
would go into like running your drug dealing job at the same job as your day job.
Yeah.
Like, just sell drugs somewhere else.
You'd be a great,
Probably like,
great
man,
Burger King
I'm
manager.
a fucking genius. We're gonna sell drugs at Burger King. Like,
Yeah.
But like, if anyone finds out, we're all fucked. Nah.
Yeah, how are they gonna know? What, with cameras and sting operations and the amount of cars that are coming through and buying extra crispy fries? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Queasel, you're a genius.
Queasel?
What's his name?
I don't know.
Dweezil?
I think I said Dweezil,
Weez the
but that's
Juice.
not his name either.
Good Samaritan offers man a ride, winds up getaway driver in Columbia bank heist, and this will be turned into a movie in no time.
Yeah, this is
And-
why you never do nice things for strangers.
Yeah.
Because they're just, the guy was like wasted. They were at a bar. He's like, hey man, I can't drive. Is it cool if you drop me off at home? The guy's like, sure, I support being responsible.
Sure, I've read Kerouac.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great.
Let's go for a ride. It's like Canada. It's fucking safe. And the guy's like, hey, you mind stopping at this
It's Canada.
bank?
It's safe.
You mind stopping at this bank? He's like, sure, I'll just wait right out here. And the man
Yeah.
goes in and comes out, and he's like, all right, let's go. Drops the man off, and then got followed
Next
by a
thing you
bunch
know.
of cops.
We'll be in Canada next week, and it's supposed to
Yeah.
be negative 15 degrees one of those
Winnipeg.
days. Winnipeg. We'll see you guys in Winnipeg. I don't know. Check our Twitters. If we get bored, maybe we'll do a meetup or something.
Tim Hortons.
I hope they have him there, just for your sake. He's never been.
They better have a Tim Hortons. That's the only reason I'm going. Need my Timmies.
Mm-hmm.
It better be the best goddamn.
It's not.
No?
It's just like Dunkin' Donuts. People just love it because it used to be regional.
We'll see. I'm going to do it.
Tinder for orangutans. Tans? I always say tangs. It's not tangs.
Say it however you want. Orangutan. That's an orangutan.
Tinder for orangutans. Zoo lets female primate choose mate using tablet. Orangutans. I always said it
Orangutans.
like that because it seemed more fun, I guess.
Yeah, it is more fun.
It's like, you say words how you hear them. I came from the South. I've never looked up the word written
Nuclear?
down. Yeah. You say it how you hear it. Who has all the time to go looking up words?
Orangutan. My favorite part about this story is
Didn't that Tang have a
first-
mascot like orangutan?
Tang? Yeah, I think they did.
See,
actually.
that's why.
That's where it came
Yeah.
from. But yeah, they tried it, giving her because like apparently for like mating purposes, they're like, well, it's better if we like let the orangutan decide who she wants to fuck
Yeah.
before we spend all this money shipping another orangutan from around the world over here. And she's just like, he's not really my type.
Yeah.
So they're doing this like Tinder experiment. The first time they did it, they handed the tablet to the orangutan. She just crushed it. Because they have very strong hands.
Yeah, they're very strong.
Their hands and arms are like 10 times stronger than his. So like, all right, have a look at this. She's like, like, fuck.
Did the first one that wrote back to her say, "Tape of CD's nuts"?
You up?
Yeah. Anyways, you into anal? Oh, jeez. You should see my sperm count. Here, take this video.
Look at that. Look at my swimmers. I'm fucking fertile.
Woo.
Final headline. Japan doll maker offers mini Trump ahead of Girls' Day holiday. And this fucking doll is actually awesome.
Cool.
It's Trump's head, but like on a traditional like Japanese like body. He's got a little samurai sword. All the anime
Very small
avatars
penis.
on Twitter are gonna fucking love this.
Oh, yeah. Mike Devo was right.
I know.
Yeah.
He-
Also, it's another case of a disembodied head that people want in their homes.
well, this head's on a fucking body.
Oh, okay, cool.
He looks great.
Great.
And a lot of people are like, this is like a tradition. Like, Girls' Day in Japan is like a holiday every year where they release dolls for little girls. And a lot of people are like, I don't know. He kind of said some kind of mean, weird things about women that I
Yeah.
saw on the news. I don't know if I want my daughter buying this Donald Trump Japanese Girls' Day doll.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll love it.
They probably will.
They probably will. I mean, he has all the classic, like, American features they love to put in their animes. He's got that beautiful platinum blonde hair. Got the blue eyes. He's got the
3 chins.
white chins.
Yeah.
Got the high cholesterol.
Yeah. Gross.
They're gonna love it.
Anyways, that's it for this week. Watch our other shows, Trump versus Technology, and a brand new episode of Tugs, where we actually, I don't think we say one bad. No, Shibby makes fun of Nintendo. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Sorry, 10 tards.
Anyways, blueapron.com/weekly. Get your fucking food. It's going to be good. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.